Hello everyone, this is Ron. Welcome to the very beginner's guide to punishing Grey Raven, and in this video I am going to basically talk about the game from a very beginner's point of view, and I'll be explaining all the different sections. That means all the different buttons that you see, all the different sections that you see. It might be a little bit overwhelming when you install the game for the first time, but I'm going to make things easy for you and talk about each and every sections. And while talking about these sections, I'm also going to talk about certain important things about how to develop your characters in Punishing Grey Raven, or things like how the gacha mechanism of Punishing Grey Raven works, what are the main currency of Punishing Grey Raven. All these stuff I'm going to explain while I'm going to talk about these different sections, so that it makes perfect sense to you and you know that what are the sections that you mostly need to prioritize. And as always, there will be no edits, no cutscenes, so you can easily follow me and learn these things. And if you see that certain sections that I'm talking about, you cannot see that section in your game, then consider that that section is still unlocked, and all you need is to progress to the stories and play different game modes, increase your certain account level to unlock those sections, and those sections will be unlocked very quickly. So let's start our discussion, and I'm going to start from this section. As you can see, this number 90, this is my account level. This has nothing to do with my character level, but this has a big impact on the character level itself, because let's just say if our account level is 50, then we cannot level up our fighters or our constructs more than 50. So this account level is very important, and you need to increase that level by playing different game modes, playing the game daily, doing certain tasks, getting exp. Easy thing, guys. The more you play, the better you get with your account level. This small CD section that you can see, this will allow you to change the game tracks that you probably already understand. Just go ahead and select your favorite track. This game has really amazing soundtracks, guys. Now let's talk about this news section. This news section is the part where the developers are going to communicate with you through different notices and stuff, and there will be sometimes these sort of rewards. For example, these certain rewards that I'm getting, don't forget to visit this section and collect these rewards whenever they are arriving. So make sure you check this thing again. You check newses and updates, different things, event news, and also some external site, but mainly go to the news section and check out this event tab that will give you the rewards. There is a friend tab here. Basically this will allow you to add friends, accept, maybe you can do some communication with them, that's also possible. So this is how to enrich a community, creating community connections. Next tab is going to be very important. Sorry, not this one, but this one that says guide. If you tap on guide, you see my guide situation is a little bit different because I kind of completed these missions. If you are a new player, then there will be a different section for you, different interface, and from there you actually need to apply by tapping on these plus icons and apply to any veteran player to be their student. They will act as your guide and they will give you certain missions. For example, guide missions. If I, for example, I am now on level 90, so I am considered as a veteran, I can become an instructor and I can send certain gifts to my students if my students are fulfilling certain missions. So for example, I don't really have any students yet, but when I'm going to have students, and if the students are learning from me, I will also get certain rewards, which is like this, which is very good. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to recruit a student, and usually the student should be searching for their instructors, but I'm sending a request to, for example, this guy, because this guy is having a very low level. So I have just sent a request. Now probably he will accept, or he will be my student. So what your job here is to be a student and find a guide. And if you want to add me, just add me, no problem. I will be happy to be your guide. Now this section right here, that I need to remove my head a little bit. This is the banner that this is the thing that will display the recent banners that is appearing in the game. Nothing really too much important. Now let's move on to this section, the profile. If you tap on your profile picture, that means on your character Lucia, you'll see there are three options are unlocked here. Assistant, interact. Especially interact is something that you have to do every single day because it is a part of a daily task. I'm going to talk about it later. But as you can see that if you tap on your character, you will see these things, and you can change your character by tapping on this assistant button, and from here you can add certain characters as a cheap assistant, and that character will mostly stay on your display. You can change you can add other characters to change this thing automatically. So this is a nice experience, guys. Now let's talk about these two buttons that says goal. As a new player, you will see a lot of missions here, and these missions will give you certain tickets, certain rewards, certain weapon selectors and stuffs. And there are certain tasks that I talked about in my specially dedicated video. I'll be leaving all the links in the description. That there are certain missions that you can actually avoid. For example, some missions are really complex, and some missions are kind of really resource consuming. So you can actually avoid those missions and still complete this entire goal, and as a final reward you will get a lot of rewards, guys, from here, especially S rank selectors and stuffs. So just go ahead and do this and check my guide if you need to. So goals we talked about, guide, we tap on guide. This is basically the same guide mission that I talked about, that is this guide and this guide is the same. These are the two same things. So now we have already finished talking about the first left part of the game. Now we are going to start about the right part of the game. What are the things right here? We are going to start from this section. This section says there are some resources here, and what is this? This is going to be the main resource of the game, guys. This is known as black cards, and there are different ways to get black cards. There are paid ways to get, there are free ways to get. I think this game is very generous, and I have easy guides on how to farm black cards and how to prioritize certain missions. I'll be leaving those links in the description as always, guys. Now this section is going to be the stamina. That means the thing that you need to participate in most of the missions of the game, the stamina, the AP, whatever you call it. Now this in this game it is known as Serum, and this thing is kind of a rare, so you need to prioritize this thing. The game will give you only a limited amount of this serum that you can basically collect from this top up section. I'll show you the top up section when I talk about the top up section, but as you can see that whenever the stamina is maximum, you need to actually play some game and let the game produce some stamina for you. In that way you can get quick EXP and maximize the use of your stamina. But it is very rare, and it can be expired if you don't play. For example, if you tap on it, you say that certain stamina has certain expiry. These staminas, this one and this one, are having expiry dates 4 days, 5 days, 6 days. This one are having 1 week. Some of them are permanent, so most of them will expire, so must pay attention to this. Now let's move on to the next section, guys. This one are known as cogs, and cogs are something in the game which is not really rare. You will get a lot of cogs from different game modes, completing different tasks and so on. Basically you will need this thing to upgrade certain skills, for example your character skills, for example your weapon skills and stuffs. And don't worry about this thing too much. If you just keep playing, you will get a ton of these things. Now let's talk about however, if you tap on I forgot to say you something, that if you tap on it, the game will actually ask you sometimes that you can spend some black cards to actually replenish your stamina or get more stamina. Don't do this, guys, ever, because you will get the stamina for free. Now let's talk about this section BP. BP is basically going to be the battle pass. It's a paid thing. There are different tires. If you pay, you'll be able to unlock these 2 tires, but if you play free, you will already be able to unlock the first tire. And all you need is to play the game, do the dailies every day to progress this thing, and go to rating mission, claim all these coins. These are all free. This time I haven't really bought the battle pass, but sometimes I usually buy, and you'll be getting all these nice rewards, guys. Very, very good. You can see certain rewards. I'm going to talk about these rewards later, but just showing you that what you can do from here. Next section is this one. What is this? This is going to be the usual schedule of what are the events going on in the game right now, what are the limitations, what are the expiry dates. You don't have to worry too much about it. Next, this mail icon is basically the thing where there you will have certain messages and certain rewards. For example, you see that I have certain rewards they sent. I already claimed it, so make sure you check this thing once in a while, actually every day. The next we are having this wheel. What is this? This is going to be the setting section, and from where you can toggle different settings, sound settings, graphic settings, button positions, other settings, also account settings. You can do a ton of stuff. So it is self-explanatory. I think already I don't have to talk about it. Now let's move on to the next row. This row, that this tiny little box, as you can see, this box will change over time. I mean, the position of the box will be in this place, but the function will change because this is related to the current event. For example, at the time of the recording this video, we are having this Spiral of Chronos event, and basically the events related to Lee Hyperreal. Now in this event there are certain things that you have to do. I have a special dedicated guide on how to prioritize these missions and what to do. I'll be leaving the links in the description, so you just have to check out for the detailed information. Now next, move on to this battle. What is this? This one is basically taking you to the main missions of the game, and this 6 percentage, as you can see, that is basically I have started a mission, recent mission, and I have progressed 6% on that. So this percentage is showing that. That's not my overall progress, but the currently attempted mission. And if you tap on this battle, it will take you to this great section that will give you something. First one is War Zone, second one is Phantom Pain Cage, third one is Normal Revival Plan. This War Zone and Phantom Pain Cage, these 2 things are going to be the most important missions in the game, my friends, because they will give you the most important currency, that is black cards, that you need to pull the characters. That means these currencies, these are the things that you need to obtain from those missions. So let's go back to those missions again, and I have specially dedicated guide on how to play these missions and how to maximize your farming of black cards. I'll be leaving those links always in the description, guys. And also we have Normal Revival Plan. This is a kind of a harder game mode for end game players. So in my video, in my beginner's instruction, I would suggest you not to concentrate on that. The rewards are not really something really special, but War Zone and Phantom Pain Cage are the top deals, guys. And as you can see in the bottom of my screen, if I remove my head, you can see all the buttons. It will basically take you to different parts of the stories. Just go ahead and explore them, but you can also access these parts from different parts as well. For example, Spiral of Chronos, you can access it from here, which you can also access from this Spiral of Chronos section also. So just go ahead and explore these things, nothing really complex. There's a Kuro helper. I think this thing is currently under development, so don't worry about it. Now let's talk about this section, that is missions. This is the most important part because this is going to give you the daily missions, the weekly missions, the event related missions, whatever you need to do, the story related missions, and also this Operation Guardians. Now all of these things are not really important. Most important thing is going to be First of all, as a beginner players, go ahead and play these story missions, because I don't really have enough story missions to show you because I completed most of them. It will give you quite a good amount of rewards. But there are more important things, especially the dailies. The dailies are the most important because it will give you certain amount of black cards every single day. You will get 15 black cards from here, 10 from here, 5 from here, and also some other rewards from here. For example, cogs that I talked about previously, that you will get these cogs for free. So do these dailies, do this task every single day. I talked about these things details in some other videos. Next important thing is going to be weekly task. Very, very important. This is going to be the main source of earning these black cards. That means your summon currency. This is the thing that you need to summon your characters, or make draws, or pull your characters, wish, whatever you say. And once again, those phantom pain cage that I talked about earlier, and those war zone, all of these things are actually concentrated on these two missions. So to make you think and easily understand, let me take you to the battles. And if you basically complete these war zone tasks, and if you complete this pain case task, basically your weekly task is done. So this is a little bit confusing, but actually very, very easy. Now I talked about these missions in details, so I'm not going to talk about it here. In the event missions, you will have some event related missions that will be automatically completed by your own progression. For example, reach commandment level 120, I will get these sort of rewards. And these are basically end game rewards, and there are certain things for hyper tune. There are certain things for, once again, for hyper tune. These are the things that you need to actually use in the end game. So as a beginner, don't really worry too much, just keep saving those resources. Now another most important thing is going to be Operation Guardian, and a lot of players actually avoid this section. And let me remove my head. This is the Operation Guardian, and you have to do this every single day. You don't have to spend anything, any resources, just simply there are turns 5, 4, 3. If you tap on 3, you will move to this. This is your starting point. You will move 3. Let me show you that. If I tap 3, I'll move 3. Now depending on these regions, I'll get certain these rewards. As you can see, this is totally random, but this is really fun. If I tap 4, it will randomly place randomly place me at some place, and it will give me these rewards, which is very, very important, guys. With these things, you can summon A ranked characters in this game entirely for free, and I'll talk about it in the draw section. So just don't forget to do this from the whenever you are getting access to these things, guys. You will not get access to these things as a new player. Of course, level up your account, make your story progressions, and you will get access to these things. So missions tabs, we talked about it. Now this section is basically talking about certain tasks, not really very important. Sometimes you can see this type of small icon in this side. Sometimes it's not present, but at the time it is basically taking you to a certain event mission where you can do some stops, and this is related to the current event that is going on. So these things is also going to be changed. Now here is a dorm section. Dorm section is basically the baby version of your characters. It's totally an entire section. You need to do certain stops here. You need to do certain stops. I have a specially dedicated guide on this, that why you have to do these things and how to do it. So I'll talk about it in those videos. Next we are having this R&D, that is research and development. This is basically your summon sections. That means your draw sections or wish sections. Here you can pull your characters, and there are different banners. There is an event banner, you can see. There is arrival construct, there is fate arrival construct, there is base banner, there is target uniframe, and there is cub banner. And each of these banner will allow you to select the priorities if you tap on the banner. Now there are certain things to need to understand. Simple thing, always avoid this fate arrival construct. I'm not sure if it is covered my head, so let me just lower my head a little bit. Always avoid this banner, guys, because you need to spend a lot more currency in this banner. See, 80 to 100. But for the same character, if I pull on the S arrival, this is 60. So always avoid fate arrival construct, and always whenever these new banners will come, new characters will come, they will always be available in both of these banners, but always pull them from this arrival construct banner. Now let's talk about the base banner. Base banner is basically the banner where you can summon or pull A ranked characters, and as I talked about before, that you will need these currencies entirely free from the game, so you can pull these characters totally for free. You can probably also use black cards, but as you can see, these currencies are already enough that you can get for free. Target weapon research is going to give you A rank weapon for A ranked. I mean, these weapons are not going to be the best weapons in the world, but still they are free to get. Weapon research, another weapon banner. These weapons are also not top graded weapons, but still free to get. As you can see, you can use these currencies. These things you can farm in the game. There is another banner called Target Uniframe. This banner also I would suggest not to pull unless you are a very fan of these characters, because this game has a big problem that this game doesn't really allow these Uniframe characters to participate in most game modes. That means they are really beautiful characters and I really like them. Some of them are really decent characters, but most of the game modes will recommend to use other characters, not this type of characters, which is going to be Omniframe. That is most characters in the game, that means the Lucia Plume or the other characters that you are getting for free whenever you will start the game. All of them are different characters. They are not they are Omniframe, but this one is Uniframe. So don't pull in this banner as a new player. There's a cub banner, that means with each and every character you will get a cub. Cub means their pet or their companion. They will assist in the battle. You can get certain cub currencies entirely for free from doing a lot of those dorm missions. I'll show you how later, but this is not essential unless you are a big fan. This is not really too important to have a cub in this game. Without the cub you can easily do huge amount of damage, guys. So just talked about the R&D section, and they have a specially dedicated cub section. If you tap on it, it will take you to the cubs. In this section you can train the cubs and do certain stuff. You tap on a train, you can level them up, you can evolve them, you can increase the skills, you can watch the stories and stuffs. You can do a lot of things right here. Now beside cubs we have a guild section. This is a section that will be unlocked after a certain leveling up of your account, and if you go to guild you will see different type of layout. For example, right now we can see this layout, and this is going to be in this left corner, the rewards. You can tap on it and collect the rewards. These will be huge amount of XP and some of these achievement points, some of these also cooperation merit. There are certain use of these resources, and also there are certain reward box that you can collect from here. And if you want to play guild, you need to tap on this section that is made in heaven. As you can see the text made in heaven, that is the guild name currently I am in. You need to join a guild. If you are not joined a guild, you'll see a blank spot here, and you can basically go ahead and apply joining a guild. Just tap on it, you'll see these details. Then basically you tap on this challenge and it will take you to this section, and there are different buttons to participate in this battle. And let me remove my head a little bit. You can see the battle preparation. You need to tap on it, and then it will take you to another section from where you can actually participate in this battle. You can either participate in these blue episodes, or you can participate also in the red episodes. You can play both of them. Just tap on them, and if you tap on this begin mission, you will be redirected to the page where you can select your characters and start playing the guild. I'll talk about the guild plays in some other videos just to show you that how to do it. So let's go back. Now we have completed this section. Now we are having this members, items, shop and top up. So members section is basically going to take you to the characters section. Here you will see all the characters that you have, and as I talked about before that there are two types of characters in this game, omniframe and this one is uniframe. So uniframe characters are those characters that will not be allowed in many missions in the game. That's why I told you not to summon in their banners, but they are really decent characters and I love them. But basically omniframe characters, you can use them in all banners, in all game modes, all events, everywhere. And let me quickly show you that if we go to R&D, if we go to arrive construct, this is going to be the banner where the best omniframe characters will be available, and you can summon them, you can pull them. So let's go to member section again, and this section will offer you a lot of options. As you can see, there's a lot of things you can do. First of all, coating, you can change the coating of your character. Secondly, details, you can view the details of the character, what is the type, what type of damage doing, what are the speciality, what are the rank, you can check out. There are some tutorial button, it will take you to the tutorial and you can practice your character. With your character, practice some skills. Now let's move on to this section. This train section will take you to the inside of the character, and here you can do a lot of things. You can level up this character. If you tap on it, you will need these resources, these EXP pods, in order to level up the character. And there are certain ways to farm these things. I'll talk about it in some other videos. Promote, here you can promote your character. That's basically using some cogs, I mean these resources. If you use these cogs and do a little bit of rank up, they will give you some extra stats. You can do some evolves. For this you need to have the character shards. That means these things. That means inverse shards. There are separate inverse shards for each and every characters, and there are different ways to farm them. Basically some of them you can get from the events, and some of them you can get from by pulling them multiple copies, but you can actually farm these things entirely for free, and that is going to be Phantom Pain Cage once again. If you play Phantom Pain Cage for a certain amount of time, you will get monthly certain amount of these shards, these certain currencies that is known as skulls, and with those skulls you can buy these things. Basically, let me just quickly show you. I'm going to basically talk about it when I'm going to talk about the shop. That is going to be easier for you. So let's go back to the members, guys. Sorry for the little disruption. So go back to train. We can evolve. We can increase the skills, and to increase the skills you will need once again these cogs. You can just simply level up and the damage numbers will go high. Leap skill, certain characters have leap skill, not all the characters are having leap skill, but as a beginner player you don't have to worry about it because this is kind of an end game stuff. And if you tap on it, you'll see that there are certain resources that you need to activate this leap skill. Now let's get out of here. And in the below section of the training, you can see this equipped weapon. Here you can change the weapon of your character. Sorry, if you have to tap on this weapon, it will show you the available weapon for this character, and always try to prioritize these 5-star weapons or 6-star weapons if you have. But 6-star weapons are kind of expensive in this game. You have to pull for them separately in the weapon banner using certain currencies. But 5-star weapons are also very good, and you can get them entirely for free. Now on the right side of this equipment section, there is a cup section from where you can equip cubs. And the nice thing about this game is, if you have a cub for any other character, you can also equip the cub to any other character. For example, this cub belongs to another character known as Yuan E, but I can actually equip this cub to my character, that is Leaf. Now the cub is equipped. Now the cub is going to accompany her in the battles, which is really good. Next we come to this memory section. This is a place where you need to add memories. Now what is memories? Memories are nothing but these little card shaped things. And what does these things do? They offer certain stats. For example, HP, attack, defense, and crit. There are different stats available in different memories, and basically you need to add these things to your character. Basically, when you will have a new character, you will basically see an empty slot like this, and you need to tap on this slot and select certain memories. You can basically select any memories, but there are certain combinations, there are certain guides about it. Not each and every character are going to get the benefit from all the memories. For example, I am using these memories, this combination. I'm using certain memories here, certain memories here, certain memories here, certain memories here, and also certain different memories here. So I'll talk about these combinations in some latest in some other videos. But actually, there's a nice website that's called greyraven.com. That website actually gives all the ideal memory setup for all the characters. So I'll be leaving the link in the description. Don't forget to check out the website, or simply do a Google search that greyraven.com. That's it, easy. Now let's we just talked about all the section from this part. Now let's get out of here, guys. And by the way, let me get into here once again, members. And the same is applicable for omniframe and uniframe characters. So I didn't really separately showed you this section, but actually some of these omniframe characters I really love personally. I use him. I talked about in some other videos that how to actually hack the game and use omniframes. Now let's talk about these item things. And item things are basically your inventory. It will show you all the things that you have in your inventory. This is not too much important, but just to now keep a track. Shop is a good place, and there is a very detailed place and a nice chance to get confused. But you don't have to worry too much about it. Let me tell you why. Because when you go to the shop, it will take you directly to the supply shop, and you can buy certain things, but I don't suggest you to buy anything at all. Anything at all. Just this thing you will need to buy every single day as a part of your daily task. Simply, I buy this thing every day once, and that is my job in the shop. I don't buy anything. There are certain ore shop, coating shop. I mean, you can do a lot of things in the shop. You can buy the coatings for sure, but these resources I don't recommend buying, because there are other places, other better places from where you can actually get these resources. But however, there are other parts of this shop that you have to use, that I'm going to talk about in some other videos, because there is a lot of things in the shop, and especially this thing I want to talk about. This is important. This is the thing, Phantom Pain Scar. This thing you will get by playing those Phantom Pain cage on a weekly basis, and with those things you can buy these invert shards. Currently, as you can see, these invert shards are available, and I can buy them, and with those invert shards I can upgrade my characters to from A rank to S rank to double S rank to triple S rank. We can do a lot of stuffs. But however, there's a limitations, and you can buy a certain amount of them. We'll talk about it in some other videos, but this is the thing that you need to take care of. All other these stuffs, I don't recommend buying this from here, because there will be always an event shop, and I talked about it details in the event shop guide. Now let's go to this top up section. This top up section is basically some section of paid deals and some free deals as well. There are a couple of free deals available. If you go to this supply pack, you go to this daily supply pack, and you will see this daily free stamina that the game will send you. Just go ahead and buy this thing entirely for free, and each and every Monday you will get this one, a weekly limited pack that will give you a serum, weapon enhancer, memory enhancer. You can get this thing every Monday entirely for free, only once per week. That's it. And all the remaining part of the shop is basically, paid deals that you need to pay money. You need to buy certain stuffs. These are all paid deals. I'll publish a separate guide on paid deals, and none of them are actually free. And if you really want to know which ones I prioritize, I would like to buy this black card high value, that is monthly pass C. This one, sorry, not this one, this one, sorry, I did a mistake. This one actually, that is monthly pass A. This is currently active in my account, and this will give you a 300 and 3300 of this blue crystal on each and every month. That means 100 blue crystals every single day, and this is not really a too costly package. So I would like to really support the game by buying these things. So I think I kind of talked about each and every part of this game, that how this thing works, and I have separate guides on how different section works, how to prioritize certain game modes. Honestly guys, there is a lot of things in this game, but to be honest, you you really have to do only a bunch of them to get the best output, to get the main currency, to level up your characters and everything. I'll talk about it and I'll see you in those videos. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you guys soon in some other videos. Don't forget to support the content, support the channel, and I hope to see you guys soon in some other videos. Till then, stay awesome and peace out, my friends.